Okay, here is the DIY, totally free type of way to do a trellis system for beans or peas or something like that, or even cucumbers. So here in northern Michigan, we had a crazy ice storm that was completely grid down, total devastation of all the things, where all of our treetops just literally got sheared off. 20, 30, 50 feet fell to the ground. So we have plenty of tree limbs everywhere. So my son took a tree limb and put it in the ground. And you could do this anywhere. You could just use a tree that's dead, that doesn't have a lot of foliage, or it just has a small amount of foliage, because beans don't mind some shade, which works out good. He put in some of these just to make sure it was going to be secure. But this is literally just one wonderful branch that he stuck in there. And look at these beans are climbing up. Look, they're sticking out over the top. I'll show you up a close up in here in a second here. But that is a great way to spend no money, learn how to plant some beans, which grow so easily. This is a great kid project for them to do. You could use any type of fencing, like normal fencing that they could grow up on. You could use pallets, and you can use any type of sticks, any type of poles with some strings. There's so many different ways to go ahead and make beans the superstar of your garden, which they are absolutely amazing, because they also fix the nitrogen. They put nitrogen in the soil, and then that allows the other plants to come in and partake in the nutrients that are in your soil. So beans are just absolutely phenomenal. So this is a great way to get some beans in your garden. It takes, look at it, it's a little tiny space. There is going to be plenty of beans that come on this little plant right, or on these couple little plants. And I'm so excited to be able to share it with you, because he's just coming up with great things for us in the garden. He also came up with a DIY weeding tool that I'll link to the end of this video as well. So let's go check out some other beans now. Okay, here is this fabulous invention, right? It's just a stick in the ground with planted about maybe 10, 12 beans seeds there, growing up. Oh, but wait, we're growing up. Look at that. It actually stopped, and they're still growing way up there. He's going to get a great amount of beans on this super easy DIY trellis. Okay, get ready to check out my son's latest garden invention, is this DIY. All right, get ready to check out my son's latest garden invention, is the super frugal DIY trellis for pole beans or cucumbers or peas. So check out the link in the description or the video that follows this one. Feed your family wonderful things. And if you're thinking, my kids will not eat beans, Laura, you just need to knock it off with this bean talk. I think, and I challenge you, if you give your kids some bean seeds and they plant it on their own and they tend to it and take care of it and watch them grow, and you can even talk about the lessons of life and God and how, you know, we all need that little bit of warmth and nutrients. It's just exactly what he gives us. We start off as a seed, right? The word from him starts off as a seed, and it can flourish. Same with the, you know, the trellis beans. You've seen how beautiful those are, right? We can all be the same way. So you can have that moment to talk to your kids about God and beans. But I'll go back to the food portion if you have some picky kids. I find it when they grow their own stuff, they actually want to snack on it more. And even if they only eat it fresh and they don't want to bring it in and like eat it during the winter after you preserved it, that's okay. Baby steps. You just got to take baby steps to get your kids to think about food differently. And beans are just really one of the ways to go ahead and just do it. So do you understand now why I say that beans are absolutely underrated superstars of the garden? They are easy to grow. You can seed save. Once you buy them, they're free. You can do space saving, and they fix the soil. This stuff is absolutely amazing. So I challenge you to go forth and plant the beans. Last little tidbit about beans in general, that they actually fix the soil. So they are making your soil better by putting nitrogen in the ground. What actually helps soil but beans? Beans are great, because then you have heavy feeders such as the broccoli and the cabbage and the cauliflower, which take up a lot of nutrients. So what I like to do is switch around the pole bean trellis to find new areas for it to go ahead and fix, so that I start getting wonderful cabbage and different cruciferous back here in the back garden.